Hey guys, it's your boy Killer Kill 360 back with another video. So this is gonna be what if I wasn't Killer Kill? My first, well, not I can't say my first Killer Kill what if, but this is gonna be my first official one that I actually will finish. I was supposed to have a special guest, but it doesn't look like he might not make it to the video, so I'm just gonna do part one from there before we can get into the story. So yeah, I'm just just talking to y'all guys a little bit. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, share the video, and yeah, I hope y'all guys enjoy. Um, this is what if I wasn't Killer Kill. So let's get into it. So the story starts is where me and Ryoko grew up as childhood friends. Me, Sasuke, and Ryoko, grew up together. But one day, my dad was working in a laboratory, and he was working on this specific armor that had a living being inside of it called a danger beast. And I'm like, Dad, what are you working on? He's like, someday, son, this will be yours. And I'm like, it looks so cool, He rubs my head. He's like, well, enough of that, guys. I think we could call it a day. So the scientist leaves, and we all leave the lab, because I was in a lab just observing things. But the only thing that really had my attention was the Imperial Arms that my dad called it. So it was so cool. Like, I couldn't wait to use it. So after that day ended, we all headed home. Me and my dad, went to go see my mom. And, I get ready for bed and shit like that. And, let's say 5. What the hell was that? Says my dad. And, I hear the explosion. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, what's going on, Dad? I don't know, son, but we got to get out of here right now. So my mom and my dad, grabbed me, right? So we head into our helicopter to, get away from what's going on. And before we even get to the helicopter, we see this woman with 2 pink tails in her hair. And she's like, oh, where do y'all think y'all going? And my dad is like, get in the helicopter, he says to my mom. She's like, all right. And before we can even get to that helicopter, she throws a scissor blade towards my mom, and it decapitates my mom. And I'm like, no! What the hell? What the heck is going on here? I'm crying, all of that. He's like, son, you must live on, and take this. And he gives me the armor. He gives me the Imperial Arms. I'm like, okay, Dad, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna try to saw her. You get out of here right now. So, I head out. I get away in a helicopter. Somebody flies me away, and they drop me off to the nearest location. And I'm crying. I'm just bawling. Just like, my mom is dead. What happened? What the heck is going on? I'm a smart kid, so I put 2 and 2 together. It must be for this suit. I will guard this with my life, Dad and Mom. Y'all worked really hard on this. I'm not gonna let nobody take it from me. So, it's a few years later. I'm 17. So I enroll for Kuzan Academy. And I end up going there and finding my seat. And the teacher that's there, he tells me to sit down. So I sit down, and I'm just, observing the area, looking for the ops. So this place is well established, I see. I wonder if Queen Bee is gonna be here. I don't know. Maybe this is just a long shot, but if she's not here, I have to search somewhere else. So, we have a new transfer student coming in. I thought I was the only transfer student. And I happened to look and see who it was. As soon as we locked eyes, it was just the shock of bumping into each other after all these years. It hit both of us really hard. She's like, no way. And I'm like, no way. She's like, is that really you? And I'm like, it is me. And she runs up to me. She's like, you still, I thought you was, and I put my finger on her lips like, hey, don't say too much right now. Fear, fear, fear. So I'm like, we can talk after class. So everything still happens in canon where that one dude steals a Goku uniform, and I'm just observing, the carnage that's going on. So everybody's outside, we all lined up, and Mako's like, please bow down, bow down. And I'm like, this is who I'm looking for. So out of nowhere, it's like me and Ryoko was in sync, and we both stepped out the form, like the format that everybody else is doing. And they're like, who the hell are y'all two getting out of line? I'm like, shut up. Nobody want to hear you loud ass. Everybody's like, oh shit. Everybody just like froze up. And they're like, do he know who he's talking to? And Sasuke's like, I'll allow it. Anyway, you intrigued me. And I'm like, do you know what the hell this is? And I show her my Imperial Arms. She's like, yeah, that's an Imperial Arms. How did you get your hands on it? My dad gave it to me. Is that so? And she's like, and Ryoko's like, hey, over here, I'm the main focus here. She's like, who are you? I'm Ryoko Motoi. Do you know what this is as well? She's like, yeah, that's a scissor blade. Y'all both intrigue me. How did y'all get your hands on such artifacts? That's none of your damn business, we both say. Anyway, we looking for the person, well, I'm looking for the person that killed my parents. And Ryoko says the same thing. And I'm like, we both look at each other, and we're just like, And we kept it like that. And then the dude with the 2-star uniform was like, do y'all know who the hell y'all talking to? He comes charging in at me, and I pull out, and I say, Ikursio! And everybody's shocked, the pressure of Ikursio. I'm like, get the hell out of my face, you scrub. And I end up, like, sending him flying past Sasuke. And blood, still sprays on her. She's like, you just destroyed a 2-star uniform effortlessly. How intriguing. Well, you intrigued me, both of y'all. And then out of nowhere, she freaking, like, tries to speed blitz me. But I catch her blow, and everybody is shocked. Like when I mean shocked, they jaws drop. Because they never seen somebody actually stand up to Sasuke like that. It's more of, holy shit, she overpowered me, but I'm playing it cool type of thing. And I look at Ryoko, I'm like, Ryoko, we gotta get out of here. So we run off, and I'm like, holy shit, she's fucking strong. I mean, to me, it looked like you had it under control. Why did we need to run? No. If that fight would have continued, it wouldn't have looked good. Really? Yes, her sword is fucking incredible. That's only one sword I ever heard about my dad talk about. And your scissor blade as well. But he never said much about it. He says it cuts life fibers. And she's like, what the hell is a life fiber? Well, it's the thing that pretty much, works with Goku uniforms to give you superhuman strength and agility. Is that so? She says. Wow, I never knew that. Well, I know. I'm sorry what happened to your parents as well. Yeah, I didn't know, Ryoko. I didn't know you also had the same fate as me. So, I guess we might as well work together then, right? Yeah, you damn right we must work together, says Ryoko. So, we head to where she was going, and I don't know where a trap door opens up, and we're like, what the hell? And we both fall into the trap door. Ryoko gets scratched up and beat up. I managed to stop myself from falling, and I stab my spear into the ground, and then I like help my landing myself softly on the floor. She's like, "Don't you got some finesse?" Ow, 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 ow. And then she's bleeding, and then out of nowhere, we both see this piece of clothes just come flying towards her, and he's like, "Put me on, put me on, put me on, put me on, put me on." She's like, "What do you mean, put you on?" And he like just forces himself on her, right? So she ends up wearing Sasuke's, right? And he's like, "It's not that bad, right?" "What you mean? You just put yourself onto me." "Well, never mind that." And he's like, I'm like, since when clothes can talk? And me and both Ryoko said the same thing. Wait, you can hear him too? Yeah, that's weird. Ah, you a Perry Arms user. I I just for some reason Sasuke says like I just know what you're wearing. I just can't remember why I know. And my Imperial Arms is activated. And he's like, "Well, that's a whole stat of Kamui sense," says in Curcio. "Hey, how the hell you know I'm a Kamui?" "Well, seems to us both our creators for some reason linked our mindset to we could both talk to each other. Well, my name is Curcio." Well, I I don't have a name, says well, we know him as Sasuke. And then Ryoko, names him Sasuke. So he tells, Curcio his name is Sasuke now. So it's like both shocking Ryoko and me that the fact that both of our armors can talk to each other and we both can hear each other armor. So they end up taking Mako as a hostage, and I'm like, not this shit again. They really gonna take a hostage? How low can they get? We both say the same thing. We both laugh. "Well, you wanna handle this one, Ryoko?" "Sure, why not?" But before we do that, let me put this on. I'm like, "Really, Ryoko? You gonna put that on? Come on, I don't want nobody to see my body." Fine. Well, if things get rough, I join in, alright? So I give a thumbs up, and she heads out, and she fights the boxer dude. She absolutely wrecks him, just like in canon. Um, so, you really interested me, boy. What's your name? My name is Kyoya. How interesting. Well, I'm gonna have the whole academy go against all of y'all. You ready for that? Bring it on, says me, Ryoko. I'm ready for anything. I like his confidence. Ola the Elite Force says his confidence is kind of cool. He reminds me of somebody. Yeah, 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 she says. Sasuke just leaves. Man, that blade, it reminds me of something. I just can't remember. And Ryoko's like, "Are you okay, bro?" I'm just like, "Yeah. I'm remember my older brother having that sword." "Wait, you have an older brother?" "Yeah, but we got separated, so I don't know. I don't know if he gave that sword to her and she's under his wing of training. If that's true, we got a lot of work cut ahead of us." "You don't say," says Ryoko. "Well, I'm ready to kick anybody's ass, so you got me, partner?" "You know it." So we both laugh, and I'm like, "You know what? Maybe you should train for a little bit. Let me test your strength against my Curcio." She's like, "Alright, man." So let's say me and Ryoko go into an open plane. And we end up clashing. I'm like, your form is kind of weak in battle. You lack finesse. And she's like, "What you mean by that?" "Well, this." So I freaking trip her off her feet so fast she didn't even know what happened. And that's what I mean, you don't have finesse. Your guard is too low. you're getting too confident of your comedy. You need to practice your combat. She's like, ow, 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 that hurt. Yeah. Imagine if somebody's stronger than me. You be in a lot worse situation right now. She's like, alright, I get the point. So she dusts herself off. I'm just like, yo, your dad must be in a weird weirdo, bro. Like, to weird have his design. He designed that armor just like that. She's like, shut up. I don't know why my dad is such a coomer. Well, your dad got good taste, I say. And Ryoko blushes. She's like, what the hell you mean by that? Oh, no, no, no. She kind of blushed. She's like, well, anyway, besides my suit, let's get off the topic of that. What about yours? Why you turn into a big, freaking 7-foot, like, monster-looking thing? Well, and then Curcio explains, like, hey, before I was a piece of armor, I was a living dragon that can adapt to anything, no matter what you threw at me. Really? Huh. And your life fibers, well, your comedy is kind of like the same thing as me. And he's like, well, is that so? But that's all I know. Apparently, both of our adaptability are unmatched by anything else. You don't say, says Ryoko. Well, I guess that's good to know. But don't let it get to your head. I'm a lot older than all of y'all put together, says Curcio. Is that so? How long you been on this earth, Curcio? Well, since you was even thought of, and your parents was even thought of. And you're like, oh, so you're ancient, aren't you? Yes. I've been living on this earth over 1 billion years. For some reason, this one mage, many years ago, defeated me and put me in an armor. Huh. That's interesting. But that's all I remember. And now, here we are. Well, Curcio, well, we're gonna have a lot of fun, my friend. You say friend. Well, we see about that. You have to earn my trust before I insist you with anything else. Curcio, how long have you been working together, man? No, you're still immature, says Curcio. I'm like, oh, whatever, Grandpa. He's like, don't call me Grandpa. Well, anyway, we heading out tomorrow. So, we head out. But guys, I think I might end it off here. Just, like, comment, and subscribe, and share the video. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this first part. I know some parts, like, I'm not sure, like, what I'm gonna do in the next part, but just let me know if y'all want more. And yeah, I think I'm gonna end it off here. Other than that, guys, Killer Kill signing off. Peace. Share the video. I'm out of here. And look forward to part 2 soon. Deuces.